Hi everyone, welcome to Timeless Tarot 111, and our topic for today, or our segment for today, is pick a card. Um, are you gonna fix the relationship, or is there a way for you to fix the relationship? Are you gonna be together? Will there be a reconciliation? All right. So, for those of you who's new to the channel, welcome. You might want to consider subscribing, for I am always hosting a party online wherein I am doing a live streaming. And in the live stream, you can ask me questions. The live streaming will be on the first channel, Babaylantv, wherein you can check your zodiac readings. Alright? Um, So this will be, there's a lot of segments in this channel, by the way. There's twin flame readings, almost personal readings, pick a card, and channeled messages. So you may resonate with the entire reading, you may resonate with some bits and pieces of the reading. Take it as you will. Take what only resonates. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, and we will get 12 cards here. So I would really appreciate if you can click the subscribe button and smash that like button so that, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, so that we can, this video can write into the YouTube algorithm. So like what I was saying, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hold up. What I was saying, if you have some questions on the reading, on this reading, there's a link in the description box. Click that link. You will be routed to my page. Type in your questions and then click submit. And if you want to book a personal reading, there's also a link in the description box to 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. So let's put all this together. Let's not consume all of the space. We have a little space, and let me just get some of my crystal bracelets. So here are your cards. This is for deck number 3, deck number 2, and deck number 1 rather. Deck number 1 is a jade crystal. Jade is healing, right? Deck number 2 is the rose quartz. More of self-love, love in general. Obsidian is the deck number 3. So if you are attracted to deck number 3, obsidian is the deeper knowing. So of course we will be starting with deck number 1. Deck number 1, here is your spread. Let's put it here. Yep, deck number 1. Deck number 1, Observer. So you have to choose, right? If this attracts you, then this is your deck. If this attracts you, this is your deck. This attracts you, this is your deck. You're all grown up. You know how this works. It felt like to me that there's some part of you kind of really scared to express your emotion. You felt that somehow there's fear of rejection, because the topic here is, are you gonna fix things together? Is there any reconciliation? So there's already separation, right? Let's say that somehow you're feeling that your person still not ready to talk to you, right? Or let's say that you are not ready to talk to your person. There's someone here wants to make a move. The other person feel like, at least that the person who wants to make a move feels that the other person is going to reject them. Or if this is an offer already, the person may feel like, should I take this person back? There's no concrete answer yet on your end. So the decision is in a limbo. There is still some questions that needs to be answered. You're thinking, you're feeling that, does my person changed already? Will my person's not going to, hurt me again? Conversation is going to happen. That's for sure. You may also find hard to believe that your person is returning. You feel that you will be taken advantage again. But the universe is telling you here that it is okay to observe. But it is not okay to jump into conclusion right off the bat. Everybody deserves a second chance. If there is like a time for you, to have a conversation, I think that the time should be, that the conversation should be heart-to-heart conversation, right? Lay down your cards. This is what hurts me. I don't want to feel this pain again due to of your action, right? So conversation is cooking in the ethers. This connection of yours still not over. That is for sure. The thing here is, okay, choose your side here. You can be on the other side. You can be this is your reading. Someone wants to return. Someone wants to reconcile. That is for sure. Someone will be ready to invest in the connection. This deck shows me that it all going to happen through clarifications, through communications. It is not going to be fixed on the first conversation. There will be some thinking. Someone is going to, let's say, have their soul searching. Will consider time. to process their thoughts, or probably you are already doing it right now. There's some little blockage protecting yourself from the person, and that is actually okay. You know, the goal here is for you not to be hurt again, right? This connection is far from over, but I can see a second chance. See, you're not going to jump into, you know, just because you miss the person, just because you badly wanting to feel the touch of the person, wanting to hear their voice. It is not going to, you're not going to jump right off the bat. Okay, let's fix this together. It is fixed now. Let's start over. This is a very mature connection because you're considering your your mental health, considering you per se, and the connection. Am I gonna be on the same position again? There's love, but the logic is more dominant on this deck. And I can see here that you are still going to try. Both of you going to try to connect with each other again. Will this person change? I can see here, yes. They did change. Can be a small progress, but somehow something in them changed. But the thing here is your fear. Let's say that this person hide something from you. Let's say that this person connected with other people. There's some secrecy here. You may find it out, but or you may just feel it. That's the cause of the separation. Heart-to-heart talk will be really on the table. I can see here, bless us. I can see here both of you are ready. It will come to a point that both of you will be ready to invest with one another. There's a lot of statements here based on the energy. It will start with communication. The fear will gonna be there. It will always be a part of you. I think that you're just also waiting for them, right? Wow. An agreement, an opportunity of fixing the issue. And I can see her with the sun, right? At the end, this will be a second chance. On the process of it, I can sense here that you are going to test them. If this person have changed, and they're gonna work hard for it to prove that they are worthy of the second chance. Is the separation was fast, or this separation is not going to be that long? Because I can sense here a fixation, an apology right away. I can sense a good result on the deck number 1. Both of you are going to learn from each other. It's more of, this happened before, let's try to avoid this to happen in the near future. So agreement. Agreement that both of you are going to work hard and establish the connection. Again, you're not going to give them the forgiveness right away. You're going to test them. They're going to prove it. Both of you are going to work things out. And a bright future is going to happen for deck number 1. So thank you, deck number 1, or spread number 1, with the jade. Alright. With the jade bracelets or jade stone. Deck number 1, thank you. Let's proceed to deck number 2. Deck number 2, let's move this. Deck number 2. Deck number 2, for those of you who's new to the channel, welcome. You might want to consider subscribing. For I am always hosting a party online wherein I am doing a live streaming. And in the live stream, you can ask me questions. If you missed the live streaming, you can still ask me questions. There's a link in the description box. Click that link, you'll be routed to my page. Type in your questions and then click submit. If you have some questions in this reading, there's a link in the description box. If you want to book a personal reading, there's also a link in the description box. Deck number 2. It involves this, the separation involves this, what we so-called taboo. Taboo means it can be your social status, ethnicity, religious background, beliefs in life. Those polarities of differences. The thing here is, both of you understand that there's some polarities in you, but both of you agreed to try it. It felt like, okay, take it as you will, with those polarities. I'm just giving examples, right? It may not be that, but you know that you are very different from each other. One of you felt that they are hooked more than the other person. It became addicted, right? This connection became addicting. Up to a point wherein it felt like that the other person, the world revolves around this connection. So I can sense here someone already know that they were suffocated, if I may say. That's the reason. They said if you give too much, all those much, right? If there's a cup and it's overflowing, it's gonna go to waste. Someone is kind of like forcing the other person to do this, do that. I want you to be in this, kind of, commanding the person. The other person tried. And that creates the tower moment. Now this person, take your side. The person here feels like, I don't know, because of, our differences. I tried your end. Now I don't know how to come back to my old self. I can sense a sense of pride in here. So someone wants to prove that I am better than yours. So there's an energy fight. There's an energy battle in here. I can sense that this separation will take a little while. See, codependency and this Eight of Swords. They felt like they are in chain. They felt like they are encapsulated. They felt that they are in a box. Either you placed yourself in a box or you allowed the other person to place you in a box. Feels like, okay, I am following your command. Sooner or later, I don't want this. But I don't know how to get out of that box anymore. I became familiar with the dynamic. But there's an attempt of, let's say, understanding the other person's difference. And I think that this person who's having a hard time on how to get out of the box, still trying somehow to understand the person even there's a separation. But someone here is a little prideful. No, I want you to admit that you are wrong. But the other person feels like, I know that I have fault. But you must also admit yours. But the other person is throwing the blame to the other person only. It felt like this. It felt like that the connection, at least the feeling, don't have any resolution. So someone will test the other person and try to, force them to admit that they are wrong before I connect with you. There's an attempt. I don't want to have a conclusion yet on the World card and the Star. But one thing's for sure, that both of you missing each other. But because of pride, the other person left the other person in the cold. I can sense that they will be willing to connect again if the other person is going to take accountability for all the things that happened. If this continues like this, I can sense here a slow moving energy. Probably the other person also feels like, I want you to do this, I want you to commit right away and start at the beginning. Probably someone also loses their patience of waiting. But the other person feels like, hey, I think it's too much for me, at least for now. If you're asking if your person's missing you, yes, they're missing you. But with their pride, that's a different story, you know. Angel number 666, you know, don't be afraid of the angel number 666. You know, it's not what the established religion is saying. I can sense here you have to be, and comment down below what's angel number 666 means, so that other people who's not into numerology will be awakened. You know, you can help other people to be awakened, that angel number is not bad. So the other person here wants to move the connection of reconciliation, of fixation, of clarity. You can use the emotion, you know, to be back together here, but you have to be very strategic. I think that this connection is very tiring. Very tiring because, you know, there's some mental, spiritual, physical exhaustions in here. And someone is also tired of chasing the other person. Someone is tired of driving the connection. However, the other person feels also that connecting with this person is a little tiring as well. So both are exhausted. Both are also waiting. This connection is uncertain. If someone is not going to take action strategically, both of you know, because of this pride, both of you are thinking, if my person's not going to initiate a conversation, this connection will die. Even I love the person, I may have to walk away from it. So is there, if there is there, I mean, will there be a reconciliation on this? Like what I mentioned earlier, pride is dominant. If pride here will take over, it is not going to be successful. I can see your separation. Corinthians, what do you call that? I'm not speaking a specific religion, but let's say that this is a quote from Corinthians something, I forgot. Love is kind. Love does not take records of wrong. Love is not prideful. So if pride here will, take over, I can sense that there's no way for this connection to fix the issue, to have a reconciliation. So this is the reading for deck number 2. So you know the result, if pride. So if you're going to drop the pride, there's a chance that there will be reconciliation, but I doubt on this energy. So thank you, deck number 2, for watching. Let's proceed to deck number 3. Deck number 3. Here is your card. For those of you who's new to the channel, deck number 3, welcome. You might want to consider subscribing, for I am always hosting a party online wherein I am doing a live streaming. And in the live stream, you can ask me questions. If you missed the live streaming, you can still ask me questions. There's a link in the description box. Click that link. You'll be routed to my page. Type in your questions and then click submit. If you want to book a personal reading, there's also a link in the description box. Now, this deck number 3 is a little complicated, right? Either both of you already have, the other person already has a family. It felt like also that there's some differences in your status, in your belief as well. Probably the other person is born with a silver spoon in their mouth. The other person is, let's say, if not okay, then wealthy, right? The third party here is more of finance and career and children. Crossing the bridges of how can we put this together. I can sense that the separation, from this is more of outside factor. Family life, finances, career, and of course this connection. Kind of like someone is juggling to give them all equal time and energy. Even though that there's separation on this, I can sense some at least in this mundane rule law somehow I can sense a little sneakiness on this, which means that there is a higher chance that is this a third party situation that you are in, and again there's no judgment on that. The other person probably already have a commitment. But the thing here is, both of you want each other. Both of you wanted to be together. It's either, if you are in that situation, the other person cannot, let's say, continue supporting the other person or their family, their child, for you to be together, because that's another expense. Practicality is the enemy of this deck. Comment down below. I think that this is very personal. Almost a personal reading. I can sense also that the outside factor could be that the children of the other side is against, right? There's some blockages, like what I mentioned. The blockage here is for both of you on how you're gonna combine those two worlds into one. Probably the other person's not saying this, but somehow you feel that one of the reasons are not the both of you. It is the influence of the outside factor. And just so you know, that both of you still wanting to be together again. That is true. Both of you are wanting to be together again. Someone's still watching the other person. The what ifs are all here. What if I didn't break, or we didn't pause the connection? What if we still have this communication, or if we continue? Now the thing here is, both of you are so in love with each other. The outside factor is the only, is your main problem. That's the cause of the separation. At first, someone here, let's say, placed boundaries on this. But I can see that this is not the end of the connection right off the bat, because both of you cannot leave the other person's energy. It felt like to me, you are my wish fulfillment. At some point in time, I can sense here that things are gonna go to a calmer water. I believe that someone will make way to give this connection another chance. Someone is also doing something because it is a passionate, it is really a passionate, commitment or connection. There is remorse in here. Why are we listening to the outside factors. So I can sense that someone is going to offer their cup once again. That is true. Offering their cup once again. Both of you are stressed because you're separated. And both are wanting to be together, to have a victorious life together. Comment down below what's angel number 999. So that for those new on this spiritual thing, can understand about the angel numbers. But I can see that this is not the end of it. There's still chapter 2 or book 2 in this connection. So this is your reading, deck number 3. Thank you so much. Love and light to you. Namaste. See you on the next reading. Goodbye.